Our workout today is going to be every 5 minutes for 5 sets. All right, so you're going to have a 5-minute window to complete this work. You're going to do 15 hanging knee raises. If you're in the gym, you're going to do like a hanging knee raise, or you could scale up to a toe to bar. So you'll do 15 of those. Then you're going to do 25 slam balls, and then you're going to do a 400-meter row or a 1,200-meter bike. All right? So again, let's go through this. So 5 minutes on the clock. You're going to do 15 hanging knee raises, or you could scale up and do toe to bar. 25 slam balls, 400-meter row, 1,200-meter or a 1,200-meter bike. Or if you're doing this one at home and you don't have a rower or a bike, you could scale that or sub that for a 400-meter run. All right? Okay, so let's talk about the slam ball real quick. Slam ball, if you're coming in, we're going to have the slam ball for you. All right? It doesn't really bounce. We're looking for a flat back. Right? When I go to grab that slam ball, I want to make sure I'm not reaching out for it, but I'm going to step right over top of it. And then I'm going to hinge down and a nice deadlift up over my head. I don't have to extend my arms all the way. I just need to get it up over my head, right? Slam and come back, okay? Now I'm not necessarily slamming and then going down. That is one way to do it, but what I like to do is I'm pulling it aggressively down on my core, right, sending my hips back. I let go about right here, and then I grab it. All right, so you're going to do 25 of those. If you don't have a slam ball, but you have an object, obviously, you don't want to necessarily throw your object down. So you could just sub this for ground to overhead, similar to like what we did with the plate. So you could do that. That would be a good sub for you. All right, so 25 slam balls. All right, let's talk about the intent of this workout. Every 5 minutes for 5 sets, you're going to complete that 15 hanging knee raises, 25 slam balls, 400-meter row, if we do it as written. You're going to rest the remainder of that 5 minutes. So if you get that done in 4 minutes, you got a minute worth of rest, then you're going to go back into it. So think of it as like an every 5 minutes you're completing. All right? With this, the goal that you should be shooting for is having anywhere between 30 seconds and a minute rest. All right, so that tells me it is a high volume interval training, a lot of volume inside of that 5 minutes. But I can tell you, you're not going to be going at it. It's going to be relatively intense because you just got a lot of work to get done and very little rest. So you're not going into this thing, 95% effort, and you're just wasted, all right? You will not be able to keep up with 5 sets of this. So we want you to go hard, but the goal is to finish and have that 30 seconds to a minute, but you're not going to the point of where you're just overexerting yourself and you can barely get the work done. If that's the case, I'd like to see you bring back whatever's kind of hanging you up. So if it's the row, if you can't get the row done in under 2 minutes, or the run done in under 2 minutes, or the bike done in under 2 minutes, then you need to scale that back. All right, take your first round to kind of figure that. Again, you're not hitting it head on as hard as possible, but you're going at a really decent pace. Scale that back. if you're trying to scale up and do toe to bar and you're breaking more than 3 sets and they're not pretty quick, 5, hop down, jump right back up, do 5, hop down, jump right back up, do 5. If you're in singles or you're taking a lot of rest in between, you need to go back and either do hanging knee raises or drop the number of toe to bar that you're doing so that you can get that done in a quick pace. All right? This is not designed to be resting a lot during the actual movements. It's more of going right through it, getting to the end, and then having a little bit of time of rest. Does that make sense? So if I'm doing toe to bar and I'm forced to rest because I cannot get my feet to the bar or I've lost my kip, then we've gone too much volume in that. We probably either need to sub that back to a hanging knee raise or drop the volume on something that we can maintain for a total of 5 sets. All right, so that's the intent of today's work. I hope to see you in class. If not, I'll have some options for, obviously, the hanging knee raise. I'll have some options in the notes for that, as well as, obviously, we talked about the slam balls. You could do just a ground to overhead, and then you could sub in the run if you don't have a rower or a bike at your house. All right? All right, the finisher for today is going to be 3 sets of 30 dead bugs and 30 hollow rocks. All right, 30 dead bugs and 30 hollow rocks.